Hi, everybody. Joe Cioffi here with Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And the weather across much of the Northeast down to the Southeast is looking pretty good. Now, there are clouds moving southeastward from the Great Lakes. You see this stretch that runs from the Dakotas over the northern lakes and then drops southward into Pennsylvania. There are some heavier thunderstorms moving southeast into Ohio and western PA, but those should stay to our west for the rest of today and through much of tonight. So, just except for some high clouds, we should be in pretty good shape. On the lower right, we have Tropical Storm Franklin on the right over the Dominican Republic with heavy rains, flash flooding. That is moving northeastward now at about 12 or 13 miles an hour. We still also have with the signature on the satellite of what's left of Harold, which moved into South Texas yesterday, and now taking some clouds and some rain into parts of New Mexico and spreading into Arizona. But much of what's going to go on there is going to be a bit more localized. It's not like what we saw with Hillary over the weekend running up through California. Radars right now showing a complex of showers and some heavier thunderstorms moving south-southeast, really, because we still have the high kind of holding it back. That area is going to continue to move south-southeast going into this evening. Otherwise, the radars are quiet up and down the eastern seaboard. You see the rain in westernmost Texas and into southern parts of New Mexico with what's left of Harold. Otherwise, the radars across the United States very quiet. The Storm Prediction Center, well, they've got some risk indicated. The marginal to slight risk today in southeastern Michigan, where a lot of those storms have played through, into Ohio and western Pennsylvania with a larger area of marginal risk. Also, marginal risk across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. And we've got two areas of 2% tornado risk, and they just sort of correspond with the slight risk zones that we just saw. For tomorrow, Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk western half of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, then kind of narrowing across the lower lakes, also up in North Dakota. And as we head to day three, which is the Friday to Saturday time frame, marginal risk across the mid-Atlantic states from the Delmarva Peninsula, even kind of into southernmost New Jersey, down to northern North Carolina, westward through the central Appalachians, and over into Kentucky. Now, rainfall over the next 7 days. Now, we do have another front that we're going to have to deal with probably next Tuesday. So take the system that we get Thursday night into Friday morning, and then take the system that we'll probably get probably next Tuesday, and you're looking at inch and a half plus rainfalls when you combine both of them with some local amounts that are going to possibly be double that, considering the convective nature of all of this. Also, some heavy rains indicated for southeast Virginia into South Carolina, the area of 2 to 3 inches plus in parts of southern North Carolina. We have an area of heavier rainfall in Colorado and into southern Wyoming that could amount to a few inches there. Otherwise, everything else is just subdued given the pattern that we're in. Now, a couple of things are going on that are of note. First off, Harold is going to take a track northeastward and then turn northward and then northwestward. And what it's doing is it's actually trying to hold up the frontal boundary that's going to come through here on Friday. So it might linger into Saturday. I have a bit more of an optimistic view now of Sunday as far as the weekend is concerned. So we'll go through it in full detail in a second. But here we have this low that's coming out of the Dakotas into the east. You see the showers and thunderstorms overnight and into tomorrow morning. They weaken a bit during the day tomorrow, then they pick up again tomorrow night into Friday morning as the cold front tries to move on through. And again, with Harold out to the southeast and strengthening to a hurricane, it builds the ridge ahead of it, and as a result, the front kind of gets hung up. We also have an upper trough that's going to come through on Saturday. So we'll throw in the chance that there could be a shower or thunderstorm or two on Saturday the upper trough going by. But then this high to the north looks like it really wants to build in for Sunday and give much of the northeast into the northernmost mid-Atlantic states a nice day. And then that pulls out. You see Harold passing west of Bermuda and well east of North Carolina Monday night, and then turning more to the northeast as another cold front approaches the east on Tuesday. And with that, we'll have showers and thunderstorms, and then that should be followed by a drier, cooler air mass that'll come in behind it for the second half of next week. So we'll cover this all in much greater detail tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show, and that's at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time. So mark it down, and we'll see you then.